This show was made possible by Online Casino Share and with the support of the AF Gold affiliate program. Friends, operators, affiliates, lend me your ears. Well, if you're watching this video, I suppose you've already lent me your ears, or at least an ear. So let's not waste any time and get right into this week's tomfoolery with the UK Gambling Commission and their fearless leader, Andrew Rhodes, who seems to be feeling his oats these days after being confirmed as their CEO a couple of weeks ago. Mr. Rhodes has now warned operators that the commission is going to ramp up enforcement if they do not live up to UKGC standards. Mr. Rhodes' threats combine three of his favorite things: warnings, enforcement, and ambiguity. With ambiguity providing the perfect cover and opportunity for enforcement. After all, if you want an example, it was just a couple of weeks ago that Rhodes warned operators to develop a new mindset around the meaning of affordability or face the consequences, before he quietly added that, the new meaning of affordability won't really be fully understood until after the Gambling Act Review white paper is published. Still, he did seem to enjoy making the threat and the power trip that went with it. Now, that same great mind is making more threats of ramped up enforcement for those new rules that, have yet to be published, and saying that the commission will not wait for them to be published before changing how they take action. That's freaking brilliant. And if you need further proof that Rhodes has an axe to grind with operators, his statements on gamblification may suffice, as he once again warned operators that they do not need to wait for the review of the Gambling Act to be published to start making changes to the way they do business. I guess his philosophy is to go ahead and commit money, time, and resources into completely changing how they operate based on their best guess of what the white paper might say and how the commission might interpret it. In other words, possibly the stupidest business model ever. In our first half, we discussed how the UK Gambling Commission is hell-bent on the micromanagement and possibly the strangulation of operators in the United Kingdom. Even when the rules are unclear, just seems they enjoy the role of pushing people around. But if you think these strong-arm tactics are reserved for the UK Gambling Commission and for operators, well, webmasters, hang on to your butts with both hands, because here comes the UK's Advertising and Standards Authority with, you guessed it, a warning that could easily be applied to affiliates. It seems that there's been some research which indicates that the ASA rules do not apply to social media and content marketing. And the ASA can't have any of that. Warning publishers that such communications must comply with their established rules. Now, don't hold me to this, but rumor has it that after the review of the Gambling Act is published, both the UKGC and the ASA plan to publish additional guidelines about when operators are allowed to take a pee and which hand they have to use to wipe their ass. Again, just a rumor. But if all of this has you a bit irritated, simply look to Sweden, where they are considering changes to their own Gambling Act. And just in time, the nation's moderate party has put forth a proposal to not only end bonus restrictions there, but break up the state-run gambling monopoly, Svenska Spel. Yeah, how's that for a breath of fresh air? Oh, my friends, maybe we need to have some of those Swedish guys come write a proposal to help Mr. Rhodes get his head out of his ass. Of course, that could take surgery. I don't think it's just as simple as just pulling it out of there. I don't know, though. But who knows what fun will happen next week. But we'll find out together from Las Vegas, God willing. Is making more threats of this ramped up enforcement for those new rules that, you know, have yet to be published, and saying that it's been one of those days.